one thing that I was finding, like, when they first get on awards, I saw looking at the voters, there are a lot of creators that I never really knew myself.
And that is like the basis for that, because I feel as though everybody wants to have this lovely award, and it's great to award those people who've done so much and made an impact for that year. But then we have the idea of, I didn't know that you're a dancer. Yeah. I didn't know that you also draw. Yeah. I didn't know. And then when you see this whole portfolio.
Or I know you used to draw, but I didn't know you could draw so
good. Yeah. So it's like everybody's idea of what Barbados is, the arts and cultural landscape, is broadened, and other people can get a piece of the pie because you're not getting the same people over and over. You get different ideas, different concepts, different types of collaborations, and that is really, for us at least, the idea behind the awards. Yes, I know that a lot of people will be like, oh, but this body image or nothing, but the amount of eyeballs that go on the website in a short space of time, and people seeing the official nominees for that year, like, people have gotten jobs overseas because of this, and it just shook me. It was like, okay, it's a lot of hard work. Let me don't give up. Let me like try to improve on it every year as best that we can. And
that itself also encourages local entrepreneurs and creators to keep going, because they have an avenue to be recognized.
And
there
are other award ceremonies, other events that artists have to look forward to. We just want to add to it. They got NIFCA, they got Kropova, they got the Reggae Festival. We just adding something else now in January that artists can really push for to help highlight art and culture at that period of time. During that time of the year.
And we will be eligible for the next one, just
And just to be clear, so everybody knows, the submissions come from the public. We put them out there, then we put out a short list of the submissions that come in. The public vote on that long list, so it becomes a shorter list, so those become the official nominees, and the public again is who choose their awardee from that list. So it really is all about the people.
We don't do nothing else. Go for the website and try to plan an event.
It's nothing biased. It's nothing biased.
Not at all.
So vote for ZEITGEIST.
People that either vote for don't want us to be like cheese on, right? So
I really wanted a few people to win this year that did not win, and I can honestly say we do not vote or do not nominate anyone. It's up to whoever.
But as Zingha said, honestly, it can sound cliche, but everybody does be winning because there are so many people that are open to seeing these creators.
Lovely. But was there ever a point where you had any doubts, where the support wasn't coming, you felt like you were going to give up on this?
The hardest job in the world is promoting Bajan culture. Anybody could tell you that. It comes from being an artist, it comes from being an entrepreneur. I always tell her that we start the video game on the hardest level.
Level 12. Elite mode or something, I don't know.
Because honestly, there are times when you feel like the public in there for you. Sometimes you feel like the artists in there for you. You feel like, why am I doing this? Who's looking? Who's really checking? You understand? And we were putting all the work in, and you would see 13 views on the video you're putting a lot of work on. But then one of those 13 viewers can come and tell you, you can be walking through town. And they can be like, when the fun going on? Yeah, man, I watched that video, that was hard.
Like that video that get 2 views? Nice, second person.
And another artist is going up with a message you and say, somebody bought my book because they saw it on Gine On. And somebody else will say, well, I felt like I should have left my job to go and do some more culinary, or I decided to pick back up the camera and do some more photography because I see what you guys are doing. And people in other countries would then come and say, wait, when they could come and do a Gine On cross here, because I see a void. So enough things. I really once a week you feel like that, man.
I think two memorable things for Gine On for me in terms of giving up was when, again, the awards, and we were now getting our feet out there, and people were looking at the website, and they said, oh, how clean it looked.
Yes.
Did a Bajan do the website? It's like, we did the website. Oh, we don't see nothing like this, and everything's so organized. We're gonna have to change that name. No, you're not going to be successful with Gine On. I was like,
somebody suggested Simmons Media.
Simmons Media, oh wow, okay.
Gine On never again ever respect anything.
It's a way too dressed up though. Gine On is more, has more flavor.
Like, but that's who we are. Going to events and hearing the MC shout out the media companies, List Nation and thing, and then you get Gine On people in the back laughing. Like this is a cultural thing. It's a cultural phenomenon. And then when people come here from overseas, for example, Face Hunter, this guy who came here for 24 hours, he travels, well, he can't travel now, but he travels the world like every year, going to different countries.
And shooting portraits of people's faces.
Yeah, and just puts them up in his stories and talks about the culture of the people and what people do. And he came here, we had him for 12 hours because we had a car, so we had to get somebody to drive him around, but we tried our best to just inflate him with as many people as we could. Like, he saw Tumalho rehearsing, he went and get fish cakes, we went up north, went to Pelican Village, anything that we could think of in those 12 hours was really on the go. And when he was done, he was like, well, all of this happened in 12 hours with you guys, you know? So we're hoping that as we continue, maybe the narrative can change further, that media companies such as yourself always have that spark to change that narrative, or even artists out there know that they have a story to tell or something to talk about that's interesting or urgent, and have that passion not to let up. You can't let up now, not especially in the ecosystem right now, what we're going through right now. We cannot let up.
Okay, that's words to live by for any of you creators and for any entrepreneurs out there. You can't let up now. So for anyone who doesn't know, how would they be able to get on the Gine On website? How would they be able to reach you guys on socials?
GineOn.com, that's the website, and What Gine On. So we had a long discussion on the radio, but we have a weekly radio show, and people didn't agree with our spelling of what. We the spell what? W-U-H. So it's W-H-G-I-N-E-O-N on all social media platforms.
And this radio show is on what station?
94.7 every single Saturday, 11 to 1, playing Barbados music.
All right, well, there you have it. Well, thank you, DJ. Thank you, Empress.
Thank
you for your time. And
thank you.
There you have it on ZEITGEIST Gine On. Go check it out. Go listen to the radio show. Until next time.
Thank you here.